Hi, friends. We have just been thinking about things that God has done in the ministry over the years, and so we are, over the next few weeks, going to share some of those with you. You know, back when we first started the ministry, after some time actually, we started doing these big gallery events, and they were pretty fun. They were a lot of work, and it was actually what Bill's idea, because we had been able to redo this dining room in the church, and so he said, let's do a gallery event to kind of showcase the new art gallery that we partnered with in the church. And so I thought there'd be like 4 or 5 people that I could get, artists, but no, he's like, let's use the whole church. And so we did. I started contacting people. We ended up with 20 artists, and I was just amazing. And then we did like 4 or 5 of those events, and we had music at each one of them. We had lots of artwork. Each artist had 4 or 5 pieces, and they would share about their artwork and just talk to people and invite people, and all kinds of different people came. People would show up that we, that just found out about it through word of mouth. And we'd have altar calls even, we came from this big evangelistic background, and so we kind of did that. And there was this one year that this woman came forward, and she was just so touched, and she came to find me afterwards because there was a painting she wanted to buy, and she ended up buying that painting. It was about light and God creating light, and it was just something for her to have this landmark of what God had done in her life. And so that was a really memorable thing, and very touching, and just so grateful that God did that, and He did a lot of that. But one thing we realized is like, wow, what's going to happen afterwards? And as we're getting to know all these artists, we realized that artists needed discipleship, just like anybody else. Some of the artists that came around, that was their first time ever even showing their artwork. They just had it in their rooms and stuff. And so God started giving us different ideas to do with the ministry. And it's always moving, and it's always changing, and it's pretty exciting, but it's always different.
Well, some of that stuff I didn't even realize with that lady. I mean, I know now, but being behind the scenes and working on some of these large events, like she said, it kind of got out of control, but it was in control. But I love to see all these different moving parts come together. And so sometimes that stuff gets, I get behind the scenes and I don't get to hear some of these testimonies. So we decided to maybe do a little video series here and rekindle some of these testimonies that we've been a part of, that we've been able to witness firsthand over the years, miraculous stuff, healings, things like this. And so stay tuned for more of these little video blips that we're going to start putting out here in the next few weeks. And make sure you open the emails and click on the video so you can see more about what we've been a part of and what we're going to be a part of here in the future. So hope to see you guys real soon. Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.